out how to get us all there, because you just never, you never know. Oh my gosh. Good old YouTube. Let's see. Give me a second and I will start the live. I just want to make sure everybody is in here with me and we start getting people in, because things are happening like crazy. Let's see what I can do with this one. Let's delete this one. Hopefully you guys are going to start popping in. And when you do, let me know that you're here, because that is super helpful. Let's see what I can do to get us up and running, and hopefully everybody finding us and all the good stuff. My computer is moving a little slow today, which also doesn't help. But I can't tell if anybody is on or not. I'm trying to find it as well. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, guys. Just give me a couple minutes to get everything figured out for you. I'm trying to get it all set up and make sure that everybody can see everything and that I have enough room so that you guys can find it, because, oh my gosh, frustrating. Let me see. I may not be able to edit anything until it's over, but I don't know. It may let me. Let's see if I can. I'm looking and figuring it out as I go along. Just bear with me, and I apologize again for all the trouble. YouTube has deleted like a button that used to let us pick how we wanted our rotation to go. But this is just super frustrating, guys, so I apologize. And there's my computer doing crazy things. I'm trying to bring up the live chat so that I can see you guys, but that's not working either. So just please bear with me. I apologize again for the craziness. I'm almost there, I think, and then we can get started. I'm trying to put the thumbnail and fix this. One more thing I have to do, and then I think we're good to go. I hear that this is happening to not just me, but like a lot of demonstrators are having issues with YouTube not cooperating. All right, I'm almost to the point where we will be ready to go and I can start the everything. Let's see. All right, I think we are almost one more click, I think, and I'm done. All right, I think we're good now. Let me see if I can find it though. Did you guys have any trouble finding the live or no? I think that we should be good now. I'm gonna try and open the chat on my computer and hopefully it will work and we will be good and everybody will be in here with me. I'm praying. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see. What do I find? Okay, guys, I'm ready. Yay, I found it. Hallelujah. What the heck is going on with YouTube? I just have to tell you, thanks for hanging in there with me. Okay, I can now see the chat. Thanks for hanging out. Hello, Roxanne and Rose and Kimberly and Georgia. Thanks for joining us. Is it your first time joining us live, Georgia? And Joyce and Rose and Marlene. Hello, sorry for the delay. Hey, Lou and Milani and Eileen. Oh my gosh, what a nightmare. I don't know how I'm going to fix this problem, but I got to figure out a way because it shouldn't be this complicated to go live. Okay, so let's talk about tomorrow. We have our bonus days, which means anytime from tomorrow through the end of July, when you shop in my online store and you spend $50, you're going to get a $5 coupon. If you spend $100, you're going to get two $5 coupons. And then you can redeem those coupons in the month of August, and I'll let you know when you can do that. So that is something that is going on starting tomorrow. A lot of things actually are starting tomorrow, or at midnight Mountain Time. So 2 a.m. Eastern Time where I am. So another thing that is starting is the online exclusives go live for customers. So you'll have access to the Halloween Potion and Spells bundle, the Changing Leaves, which is a gorgeous hybrid embossing folder bundle that embosses and cuts out at the same time, which is always fun when you can do that, right? You're going to have access to the Season of Green and Gold suite, and it has this gorgeous specialty paper, specialty vellum, this bundle called Golden Greenery, and this bundle here called Greetings of the Season. You're also going to get vanilla ribbon and cherry cobbler. And I highly recommend adding on the everyday greetings because it gives you all occasion greetings for the whole year, and it's in the same beautiful fonts that the Christmas set is. And so you can add that onto your suite. That's a separate piece. There's also another suite that is called Iconic Celebrations. You have this gorgeous 6x6 DSP, which has birthday and Christmas and Valentine's Day. It has same 4th of July or New Year's because there's like fireworks. There's trees and snowflakes and autumn plaids and pumpkins and Christmas candy canes. There's just so many different things you could use it for. It's a really fun set of paper, but the bundle is amazing. Look at that really cool die. I love it so much. And the suite comes with that bundle, the paper, you get the pecan pie ribbon, ribboned and clear ribboned adhesive dots, and then the white frayed grosgrain ribbon. And if you order $50 during bonus days in the month of July starting tomorrow, you will get this tutorial bundle for July, which has 42 projects. Pretty awesome. Very exciting and lots of fun projects in this tutorial bundle, and I would love to send that to you. It's a digital PDF, and you can get that if you spend $50 in my online store. But in order to get it, you need to use the July host code. So I need to write that down for you guys because it is quite the big host code. They're always so strange, right? We don't need it that large. So let's go H, J, U, M, W, 4. See how many things it has? It's crazy. A and then W again. So this is your July host code. That means if you spend $50 to $149, you want to use this host code, and it will help me to bring you these videos that I do. And I'm going to go ahead and put this in the corner so that you guys can see that if you would like to order. Also, if you're not a member of my Inky Hands crew, I hope that you will join. It is really a fun group of ladies. We have some fantastic projects. I do 2 extra projects a week for the crew. So they get the 2 videos I do on YouTube, and then they will get 2 additional videos. And it's $7.99 a month, so it's quite the deal to get extra projects with the bundles. You don't have to own the bundles I'm using, of course. You could use the ideas with other stamp sets as well. And then I have my Card Fiesta July 13th, so not this Saturday, but the next one. And it is for locals. It's going to be really fun. We have a great time. It's from 12:30 to 3:30 we make cards, and we usually get there at 12 and start eating early and then start making our cards. So kits collection, starting tomorrow, I will have the new kits collection. They have not given me the brochures yet, so I don't have them to share with you. But I do have last month's, which were the Expressions of Kindness, which is absolutely a gorgeous, gorgeous kit. It is a stamping kit. It's $23. And then you have the Scenic Route Travel Journaling Kit, which is a scrapbooking kit for any small trips that you might take and want to have a personal book to remember that trip. We also have the Hello Hollyhocks, which is absolutely gorgeous. It's much prettier in person, of course, than what you see on the pictures. And then the City Sights kit, which is beautiful and masculine. One of the things I also wanted to talk to you about is if you love kits, Paper Pumpkin is amazing. And this month's is going to be super awesome. Hey, Mima, thanks for joining us. So, hey, John, I'm sorry. It was me. It was a big mess because YouTube didn't want to go sideways again. So I had to reset up the whole stream. But I'm going to do that next week instead of going through all this nightmarish stuff. I'm just going to do it right as we go live and not worry about it. So I will be here a little bit early next week. We can talk in the chat until 8 o'clock, and then the live will start at 8. So maybe like 10 minutes early, I'm going to come in, make sure everything's good, and we will get it going because we don't want the same issue every time, right? Anyway, speaking of Paper Pumpkin, this July kit is called Painted Petals. You can order it from me in my Paper Pumpkin store until July the 10th, which is next Wednesday. It makes 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs. The projects are going to include printed cards and coordinating envelopes. You get pre-cut paper pieces and embellishments. And the coordinating colors for this kit are Calypso Coral, Gray Granite, which happens to be the Stampin' Spot, Melon Mambo, Mossy Meadow, and Old Olive. And it comes in this gorgeous box. I can't wait to get it. I've actually upped my quantity of Paper Pumpkins just because I think this one's going to be super popular and we're not going to have refills. Also, you can get the coordinating add-on dies, which actually this die here cuts out one of the stamps that's going to be in the July kit. It's the first time they've ever cut out stamps from the kit. And you can get the 3 dies for $12, but you have to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber in order to purchase the dies. Then I have some PDFs, of course, my Creativity Abounds PDFs, which is a design team I'm a part of. And those are located in my online store under PDFs and Retired Product Store. And then I have my paper piecing patterns as well. So today's project that we are going to be making is using an online exclusive bundle. And the reason I'm using online exclusives is I just don't think that they get enough love, right? Like, totally, we don't ever give the online exclusive enough love. We see them right away and then we're like, yay, and then next thing you know, we forget about them. And because of that, I don't want them to be forgotten. So I'm also going to be using today and pairing it, I'm trying to find the page number. It is this set here called Happiest Day. And it is an adorable little stamp set. Super cute. Hey, Tian, thanks for joining us. Hi, Angie. Fantastic. Welcome to our live. Everybody make Angie feel welcome. Thanks for joining us, Angie. I appreciate you being here today. So the Happiest Day is a really fun little set. I'm actually going to give it its own week, but I really wanted to use it for today's card. So I'm going to show you that as well when we do our project. So let me go ahead and get started and show you the card that we are going to be making today. And so the stamp set that we're using for this week is Simply Sparkling. And so you get the cute little soda can, you have all the fruits, lots of sentiments. In fact, there's 21 stamps in this set. And then you have the fantastic dies. And I believe that there's 17 dies in the die set. So it's quite a nice bundle. It's a lower price point in the $40 range rather than the $50 range bundles that are usually part of the bundle process. So today I have used the Happiest Day and the little rainbows in here. And I've also used this sentiment. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you how I made this really fun card. Hey, Catherine, thanks for joining us. Is this your first time catching me live? If it is, I want to welcome you. Thanks for being here, and I hope you'll join us every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. And I'm also live on Thursday afternoons at 1 p.m. Eastern. Twice a week. So I would love to have you join our little group. We are a really fun group. Hey, Tess, thanks for joining us. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you how to make this fun card. So for the base of my card, I have chosen to use Azure Afternoon. It is a really fun new color when we had our color refresh. It's a really pretty blue. And I have an 8.5 by 5.5 inch piece, and we are scoring it down the center, and then I'm going to go ahead and burnish the card and get our base ready. Do you guys all use bone folders to get a good crease on your cards? I could not live without mine. Welcome, Tess. Thanks for joining us. Everybody help Catherine and Tess feel welcome. I appreciate you being here with us today. I haven't seen Sherry. I don't know if she just didn't find the live or what's going on. So yeah, I hope she's okay, because you know Sherry is always here. John, you have to be the moderator because you have to make everybody feel welcome. Okay, so the next thing you're going to need is you're going to need an inside piece of basic white cardstock. So it is 4 inches by 5 1/4, and it is our piece that's going to go on the inside right here. And then you need another piece. Oh my gosh, so many pieces of white, right? I can't remember the measurement of this one, so I got to check real quick. So 5 1/8 by 3 7/8, and it is going to be the piece that we are going to attach as our base layer. It's the little piece of white that you see sticking out on our card. So we can go ahead and attach that piece on so that I don't get them mixed up and use the wrong ones. I like everybody to feel like they're part of the family, Angie. It's just how I am, and we are really a group of friends. I didn't know any of these women. Well, some of them I did know, but most of them I didn't know. And just through YouTube, we have connected and we meet every single week. We have the best time together, and they're an amazing group of women. So I hope that you feel welcome and will join us again next Tuesday and Thursday afternoons. All right, so we're going to go ahead and attach this piece, the 5 1/8 by 3 7/8 piece. And it looks like I have something on my fingers, which is getting this. So a good white eraser will remove most things, right? So we're going to use that. Now, the next piece that we're going to use is a little bit smaller. And this piece is 3 3/4 by 5 inches. All right, so this is going to be our main piece. I'm going to put our inside piece and then our card base to the side for right now. Thanks for helping them feel welcome, Rose. I appreciate you. I don't know where John disappeared. He might have fallen asleep. He worked, and he's been working a lot of hours. So how many of you have tons and tons and tons of pieces of white cardstock that are left over every time you cut your paper down to make a white inside of your card? I mean, I just have just a few pieces. And I hate throwing it away because I do use it for sentiments when I make a whole bunch of sentiments. But the other thing that I decided to do with them this week was to make our striped background. I keep them in an old paper pumpkin box, as you can see there. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that has a billion trillion white 1/2 inch strips of cardstock, right? We all have them. So one of the things I like to do is make backgrounds on my card. So the stripes that you see across this piece is not DSP. It's actually white strips of cardstock that I have combined to make a background on this card. So we are going to have a fantastic time making this, okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to make one for you, and the rest I've already made, so I will show you that. But here's one of these strips, and it's just a longer strip. You want it to be long because if you're doing diagonal stripes, you want them to be able to make it all the way across. Plus, you need something to hold on to. That's okay, Angie. I would love it if you could join us, but if you can't, we understand. So I'm going to grab my Peach Pie Stampin' Blends, and this is dark peach pie. So I'm going to use the brush tip, and I'm going to hold on to one end, and all I'm going to do is color with the side of the brush. I don't want to crush the tip, and I'm just going to fill all of this 1/2 inch piece. I'm going to try and be as even as I can. Sometimes I do better than others, but I don't want to get all of it, most of it though, okay? So we're going to try and get it all up to the same kind of color. And now we have a strip of no longer white, but peach pie cardstock, right? So this is another thing you can use your blends for. And I did that with these 4 colors. So I did it with dark flirty flamingo, dark lemon lime twist, light azure afternoon, and dark peach pie. So when you buy the blends, you get 2 of each. You get a light and a dark of every color. They come in a 2-pack. And I used the darks of all of them except for the blue. I wanted a little bit lighter blue. Yay, Sherry, you made it! Girl, I had a mess going on you don't even know. Or maybe you do know. Maybe you saw all that mess. I'm so happy you're here, Sherry. Yay! because John has disappeared on me and he's my other moderator. So thank God Sherry made it. All right, so now that we've made our strips, okay, I'm going to show you all of them. I just did a few of each color. So I have a few in Flirty Flamingo, a few in Azure Afternoon, a few in Lemon Lime Twist, and a few in Peach Pie. All right, and then when I made this card, I saved my extra pieces that I had left over. So I'm going to show you how you can use these smaller pieces as well. So I'm just going to move the card to the side, my blends out of the way because we don't need those yet. I'm going to put my strips over here on the right side. Hopefully you guys can see them. I'm going to look in the camera and make sure that you guys can see, because if not, what's the point, right? And then I'm going to put all my smaller strips down here at the bottom. You don't need to see those right away. But I do have a few pieces that are left over, and they actually work really well if you save even the smallest pieces. And one of the things I do, and those of you who follow me regularly, you probably already know this, is I make swatches with the colors, because I'm designing and then I forget what colors I've used, right? I move on to the next project and off I go, and then I forget what I've used. So by using this another little piece of 1/2 inch, I swatch my colors. I write if they're light or dark with a D or an L, and then I take that and I keep it with my project so that I know what I've used for the future if I want to recreate it. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this 3 3/4 inch piece by 5, and we are going to start gluing all of our pieces on, okay? So I'm going to start with somewhere kind of in the middle, and we are going to lay our stripe, okay? So I'm just going to take, and I'm going to grab my glue, and I'm just going to make a line across, and I'm just going to lay my strip across like that, okay? And then all you're going to do is come in and snip off, and save this because you may need it. You'll see in a minute. And we're going to trim this side, and then those go down here with the little strip pieces, okay? So next to the orange, we're going to add a blue. So I have a blue left over from the last time, and you see it's enough to fit, so we're going to use it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay another little line of glue right here where the blue strip is going to go, and I'm going to place it. Now, the important thing is to push it straight up against that orange piece, the peach pie, because you don't want a gap, and you want it to look like one seamless piece of paper, okay? Thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate that. All right. So these right here, I don't think I need those. So I'm going to go ahead and dump those. But you can see how your leftover pieces work really well. So on the other side of orange, we're going to put a lemon lime twist. So that's going to be next. So we're going to go ahead and add our adhesive. And then we're going to stick our little piece, make sure it's butted right up against the edge, and give it a little rub. And you'll see sometimes the glue seeps up, but y'all know me and my glue eraser, so we'll be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and snip off my lemon lime twist layer. And I don't know if I'll need this piece. I'm just going to put it to the side. So there is that one. Where is my eraser? Gotta find it. There it is. Okay. So we're gonna get rid of any extra glue. Okay, so on the other side of the lemon lime twist, we're gonna put a Flirty Flamingo. And so that's why I'm using the silicone mat, and I'm laying my pieces on here in case I go off the edge or whatever. It's not on my mat, it's on my actual silicone mat. It's, you know, nothing's getting harmed here. All right, so we're gonna lay our next little piece, and just make sure that it is flush and against that lemon lime twist. Thank you, Sherry, I appreciate you. Yeah, you gotta use them up, Tian, because oh my gosh, they're everywhere, are they not? And I hate to throw them away because when I need like a sentiment strip, they're perfect, right? All right. Let's cut this side off. All right. We're working our way up to the top. So what comes after that one? Blue. So let's see. I don't know if this, no, I don't have another blue. So we're going to go with a long one. Doesn't this card make you feel like you're young again and like you're roller skating at the roller rink or something? Oh my gosh, it's such a fun card. I love the rainbow colors, and it just reminds me of like Friday nights at the roller rink. And like having like rainbow t-shirts and fun things, you know. Of course, I'm showing my age, but oh my gosh, it was so much fun to go roller skating when we were young, right? We still actually have a roller skate place here in Virginia Beach. And my kids wanted to go there all the time when they were younger. All right, so there is our blue. And now we're gonna do orange. So I do have a piece. Actually, I have 3 pieces. So let's see, this one will not make it. Let me see if it will here. Nope. So we're gonna go with this one. But see what happens. You can use those little extra pieces. I just did 4 of each color just to make sure that I would have enough. But you don't need 4 of each color. How fun! Kimberly, that sounds so cool. All right, on to the next one. All right, what's next? Green. All right, I know I have some green pieces. Let's see. That one's gonna make that too little. Let's try this one. All right, so we're gonna put this piece in. Let's see if we can line it up. There we go. And we're gonna have a tiny little piece of pink at the top, but that's okay. That's why we're saving those little triangles. I'll show you in a minute. So we're gonna add our lemon lime twist. Whoops. I didn't mean to move that so severely. All right. Alrighty, on to the next color, which is going to be pink. So see how these little pieces really come in handy? Because there's no reason to waste a long strip for this tiny little piece. I'm just gonna place it up there, and I'm gonna actually just let that one sit there. We're gonna keep rolling. So after blue comes pink, and let's see if this little pink one we have here, no, it's too long. So we'll grab one of the new strips. I'm gonna glance up and check that chat because I love how you guys all talk with each other. Sometimes I feel like I'm missing out. Yes, roller skate with wooden floors were the best. Oh my gosh, it was so fun. But I bet you had the best time at the fair, Angie. Where did you grow up? right. We're working our way down. Almost done, girls. All right, so green is next. I don't know if this green one will be long enough. It is not. Luckily, I have a full piece. Isn't this the funnest card and just a really great way to use up all of those pieces? Because let me tell you, you gotta find ways to use them because they multiply so fast. All right. So the reason I use the white piece, it just makes it a lot simpler if you have something to have the edge to snip these ends off, right? Then you know you're straight, all that good stuff. All right, let's go on to our next color, which is peach pie. Alrighty. So fun. We are in the home stretch. I had a friend that used to go to the roller rink all the time. I wasn't allowed to go as much as her, but it was so fun when I was allowed to go. All right, let's try this small blue one here. And then our last color will be pink. Well, I might have to put a tiny strip, a teeny weeny little one, but we'll see what happens when we get there. We'll just play it by ear, and then I'll trim off that last piece as well. All right, I don't think the pink is gonna be wide enough, so I think we're gonna have another color there, but we're gonna use just one of the edges. So let's use this pink right here. Actually, it does cover. Yay, us. I thought we were gonna have another color, but it worked out. Alrighty. And then we can cut off that other piece as well. That worked out perfect, didn't it? All right, let's cut the other pink. This one has pink on the two ends, and the one originally that I made had the lemon lime twist. This is Flirty Flamingo. It's such a pretty color. All right, so now we have our really fun background, and you can see that I have quite a few strips left over. I could probably make another card with it and these smaller pieces. So I'm gonna move those out of the way and out of the camera because I will probably make a few more of these cards. They just are so much fun and remind me of so much fun. Okay, so I'm gonna sit our background over here for a minute, and we are gonna work on our sodas, okay? So for this, we are going to color one with the blend. So I'm gonna go around the edges, or I'm gonna try to anyway. And we're gonna, the other one we're gonna stamp. So I'm gonna go around the edges. I always like to do this when I am doing my blends, because if I don't do this, I always go outside the line. So I kind of have to check myself, and I start by just leaving a little border all the way around in the color. All right, and now I'm going to grab my brush tip and I'm gonna fill in quickly. All right, so there's our can. Now, I do want to have a wider, like darker border here at the top. So I'm just gonna blend that in a little wider. And then on the bottom, I also want to have a little wider, darker spot here. And then I want to come up this side. All right. So I'm going to do kind of 3 sides here. Then I'm going to go back over the can one more time with my brush tip and just get it just slightly darker. And just make sure that it's nice and blended. And I'm going to come up and down this side, and I'm going to try and not go outside the lines and darken that top section. Okay, so for the lid of the pop cans or soda pop, now everybody tell me in the chat, do you call it soda? Do you call it Coke? Do you call it pop? What do you call it? I'm using light smoky slate, and I'm gonna do the bottom of the aluminum can. And then I'm gonna do this top section. And around this lip that I'm on right now, I want to darken it, so that's why I'm going over it multiple times. But the rest of the top here, I'm going to make it a little bit lighter. So I'm just going to give it just a smidge more color. And then I'm going to come in with the rest of my blend. And I'm just going to make sure that the rim is a little darker. Okay, so there's that one. All right, so now we're going to do our rainbow. And we are going to have a lot of fun with the rainbow. So we are going to be using the stamps from Happiest Day. And I have cut a mask. Does everybody know what a mask is? So I've stamped this soda can, and then I cut the inner portion out because I only want my rainbow pieces to be inside the pebbled path, which is the gray color that I stamped the can in, inside those lines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this mask onto my can with a little bit of temporary adhesive. And everybody I have this from my scrapbook days, but I'm sure everybody has their own brand of temporary adhesive. I used to scrapbook like a crazy person. Ask John if he ever comes back on. I think he fell asleep in the chair. But yeah, I was a huge scrapbooker. And so I have I had so much stuff when I scrapbooked that I still have a bunch. Okay, so see how I've outlined that? I'm going to bring my little scrap paper in. Let me fold that in half. We don't need it quite so big. And we are going to start with our rainbow. So this rainbow is a 3-part rainbow. So the largest bow of the rainbow, I'm going to move this over here so you guys can see, is going to be in Flirty Flamingo. So I'm just going to put it in different spots on my can because I just want to have lots of cute rainbows, right? Maybe one there and one more in this section. Okay, so there's the first, what I like to call bow of the rainbow. What happened, Kimberly? I didn't realize. Did you get hurt? I've missed something in my stamping. Oh, you fell out of a chair last year. Oh no. Ugh, nothing stinks worse than that. I'm sorry. I'm glad you're doing better though. Are you still on vacation, Kimberly, or are you back? All right, so the second bow of the rainbow is going to go in Peach Pie. Okay, so I'm just going to hold it here and do my best to line it up, but just like no rainbow is perfect, well, actually they are because God made them, but just like no cartoon rainbow is perfect, neither are mine. And so I don't care. I just want them to be fun, right? They don't have to be perfect. All right, so here's our last one. All right, so now we're gonna do our little lemon lime twist, which is the tiniest bow of this 3-bow rainbow. And so I'm gonna get the teeny little one. Wait till you see how cute this one is. So cute. Isn't it adorbs? Oh my gosh, so cute, this little green one. I love this little stamp set. I think it's the cutest. And I can't wait to do a whole week of it. Okay, so there's all my rainbows. All right, so let me clean the little green one. And then, whoops, can't have it fly away. All the little stamps, why do they do that when we clean them, right? They want to disappear, and they're not allowed. Because I get sad when I lose stamps. Okay. So next, we are going to take our mask off and see how you have all the cute little rainbow pieces. So what you're going to do next is I'm going to take my bullet tip of my Azure Afternoon Stampin' Blend. And as you can see on this one, I did polka dots. So we're gonna add just dots here and there, wherever you think we need to fill in around this cute rainbows on our little pop can, soda can, Coke can, whatever it is that you call yours. All right, so now I have a whole bunch of little polka dots. Actually, today was much cooler here than it has been. We've had really, really hot weather. And then I want to also color in the lid and the base of this can with same smoky slate, so the light smoky. See how cool this pop can turns out when you use the brush tip and stroke that up and down. Oh my gosh, it's so cute, right? It's adorable, this that blue soda can. All right, so I'm gonna darken the rim again, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and shade the rest with one coat of smoky slate and give the rim an extra little bit of love. So there is our second can, okay? So on the inside of the card, I wanted to give it a can. So we're gonna use our inside piece, and we're gonna stamp our can in Pebbled Path. And I'm just gonna put it in this corner of our insert of our card. Look how cute that is. And we are gonna color our inside in, let's see, we'll use Flirty Flamingo. And so we're going to color it similarly to how we colored the Azure Afternoon. And this is dark Flirty Flamingo. So again, I'm going to slowly go around and make sure that I don't go outside the lines. And once I've secured my success, right? I know, meme. Aren't they so cute? Yes, thank God for air conditioning is right. Okay, so then we're going to use the tip and do the same, right? We're going to color our can. I think I need a new dark Flirty Flamingo here soon. It looks like it's running out of steam. I do use Flirty Flamingo a lot. I really love this color. Let me get this side. But it looks like it's gonna need some love. Okay. So again, I'm just gonna give it another coat all the way around. And then just like I did on the blue can, I'm gonna make sure that this side gets a little bit darker, that the base of the can gets a little darker, and then this lid, near the lid here. And then the rest is gonna be nice and light like this one. All right, and we're gonna color the top and bottom again with Smoky Slate. I love these cans. I think they're super cute. My monitor went to sleep, guys. It's always something when I'm live, I tell you what. But we are having a good time. We're in the home stretch of this card. Isn't this so fun? How cute is it to have a can with rainbows on it? I would have totally drank that when I was young. I used to love Rainbow Bright. Does anybody remember Rainbow Bright? That doll, she was so cute. I think they brought her back for a while when my daughter was a little bit too old to like her, right? All right, so let's attach the inside to our card. Gonna have to fix the link in my blog post so that you guys can watch the replay of this. I'll fix it after we're off this live because I think the replay went live at like 9 o'clock. So we're running just a smidge behind. Okay, so now we're gonna attach our little layer right here. But before I do that, I'm just gonna make sure that all my edges are straight because remember, I did hand cut with a scissor all of these pieces, and you just never know if you missed there. See, I found one tiny bit. If you missed anything, and I want it to look nice and straight. Okay, we're good. Only a tiny hair. So let's go ahead and attach that down. Whoops. See why I use the silicone mat? I get a little crazy when I am using glue. All right. Let's put this piece on, then we're gonna attach our little cans. Gonna have to clean that off real quick. All right, let's add. So cute, that little pop of white all around the stripes, right? Adorable, Rose. I'm jelly. I didn't have all that stuff. I mean, I had a lot of stuff. Don't get me wrong. I was not a deprived child. But I just didn't have all of those. I think I just had one Rainbow Bright doll. Okay, so let's see. Next, let's attach our cans. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and add a little bit of adhesive down this side of this can. And then we'll attach them together and then we'll glue them down all at once. Because I just want to make sure that I get my cans exactly how I want them to look. I think that's good. And how much I want to show of the blue one. I'm happy with that. Okay, now we'll flip it over. And we are going to attach both of them together. You guys know I like to attach all my layers as one, right? I work on it first, then I attach it. All right. So let's grab our two cans and add those onto our card. Oh my gosh, so cute! Where is my eraser? I have a little glue. There we go, got it. All right, and now we're gonna do our little strip here. So I'm gonna take one of the green and make sure this one doesn't go. I need a longer one, let's see. Here we go. I got one. All right, so this one's gonna go across, and we're gonna do it from the blue to the blue. So let me get my 4 1/4. I need to cut this to 4 1/4 inch. Okay. And we are gonna stamp it. Now the stamp that I'm using from that set, let me grab it, is like this. So we're gonna toggle it back and forth to get it the way we want it. And I thought that I had tape on this block, but I don't know what I've done with it. I don't know what I've done with my tape. So we're just gonna get a new piece of tape. Or we could use a Post-it note. Let's just use a Post-it note. Let me grab us a Post-it note here. I have so much stuff on my desk. Okay. So we're gonna use the thinking of you first. So we're gonna just add this Post-it note to cover what we don't want to stamp. Okay. We're gonna use Pebbled Path. And you guys know me, I like to use the edge. And oh, look at that. Post-it note is not the way to go. Let's use tape. That's what I wanted to use in the first place. I should have just gone with what I wanted. Okay, let's just use tape. All right, let me grab this piece of tape. All right, so I have some clear Scotch tape here, and I'm just gonna cover up the bottom. All right, and I'm just going to try and ink just the top, but if I get anything on anything, and it won't matter because I have the tape there. All right, and so I'm going to pull the piece of tape off, and I'm going to hang on to it because I'm going to need it again. And I'm going to stand up so I can make sure I can see what I'm doing. All right, so we're going to stamp our thinking of you right here. And then next we're going to add, we're going to clean first. I got to find my cleaning. I actually didn't do a very good job on that. I might have to start over. I'm not happy with that. I think that I wiggled my stamp when I was pushing it down. Let's try that again. Can't use that one. Let's pull another green. Come on, I know they're here somewhere. Got another one. Surely I have another one, don't I? Oh my goodness, I don't. We'll have to use another color. How about peach? All right, let's try it again. Thinking of you. Let's take our tape off. And we're gonna stamp it. And then I'll just trim it down to 4 1/4 when I'm done. Yeah, I wiggled it the first time. Okay, let's clean. We're gonna do our second side. So we're gonna, this time we're gonna cover the thinking of you, and we're gonna stamp the today and everyday next. Okay. Take our tape off. All right, so there's our little strip. Now I need to trim it down. Can throw this little piece of tape away, close our pebbled path before I stick my finger in it or something crazy happens like that, because I'm good for that. Ask anybody here if you're new. I'm always good for making a good mess. All right, so let's get our trimmer. We're gonna cut it down to 4 1/4. All right. I actually think I like it in peach pie. What do you guys think? It's cute. And then the last step is to put our embellishments on. So we're going to use the Tinsel Gems 4-pack. So let's add this across. Oh, I love it in this peach. I'm so glad I made that mistake. Look how cute that is in peach. What do you guys think? Yeah, peach. Peach is the way to go. All right, so here's our Tinsel Gem 4-pack. All right, and we're going to use the yellow ones because it's such a light color that it changes based on the color stripe that you put it on, which makes it super fun. So I'm going to grab my Take Your Pick tool, and we're going to just start adding a whole bunch of fun sparkles everywhere, right? Let's put one on the soda can. Let's put some around here and there. Gonna do a small and a big one there. Let's add another one, maybe here. I think I'm gonna angle that one up a little. And we'll add another one. How about there? So how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 is good. How cute is this card, guys? Did you have fun learning how to do something different with your leftover white pieces of 1/2-inch strips? Me too. Peach is not my favorite color, but I think it really pops on those cans. I think it looks really good. All right, so let me bring all the products back in again. So we used Happiest Day and the Simply Sparkling Bundle, which is a low price point, like low 40s. It might be even in the 30s. I might be wrong. It might be like 38, or maybe it isn't. Maybe it's 42 or something, but it's low price point and for bundles. And there's our cards, and then the inside you have the cute little soda can, right? How fun is that? Exactly. You gotta make people smile, and this card definitely makes you smile. I love sending cards because it's just like putting a smile on people's face when they get one. It's like you don't get a bill in the mail, right? It's like a card is the best. Absolutely, Sherry. Does Mom love this one, and how many does she want you to make? Oh, that sounds awesome. I'm glad that you made a cover for yours so that you don't see all the mess inside, right? Yeah, you could totally do that. You can just, Milani, you can just take one of your stamp case covers off and then measure it and then use it for your cover, because it's literally a stamp case. So just take one of your stamps, take the cover out. So when you open your stamps, you could take this piece out and then put it back in, measure it, and then put it back in, right? So just do that, and then you'll have it for sure. Yay! Thanks, John. Thanks for being here. Okay, guys, so don't forget my host code for July. If you want to get the 42 PDF project sheet, you're going to use host code HJUMW4AW. Make sure that you order starting tomorrow. You will get, in addition to the $50 order, and you will get the free July PDF, you'll also get $5 for every 50 that you spend in my online store. It's super easy to get to my online store. What you want to do is you want to go to inkyhandswarmhearts.com, and you're going to click on shop. When you click on the shop menu, there's a section that takes you to, it says my online store, and you click on that, it'll take you right to the store. You can plug this in. If you don't want to plug in this host code because it can be annoying, what you want to do is you want to go to inkyhandswarmhearts.com and you want to click on blog. When you click on the blog, if you're on the computer, it's going to be on the right hand side. It'll be a little banner that says host code, and it'll have the host code. If you're on your phone, you'll scroll all the way to the bottom, and it'll be right underneath my picture, and you'll see the host code. So just check that out, and if you click that photo, it'll put the host code in for you and take you directly to my store. It is a great deal. Thank you for checking, Sherry. I appreciate that. 43 is very low price point for a stamp set that has dies. Usually those are saved, $40 sets are saved for the ones with punches. So it's quite a cute deal, and it is a fun bundle. Happy 4th of July for you as well, Angie. I hope that you'll join us again if you can, and I enjoyed having you today. Thank you everybody who is new, and I appreciate you guys waiting for me and dealing with all the mess ups. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, I would appreciate that. Share my video, or you can click on the save and it'll save the video for you to watch at a later time. Next time you go into YouTube, you can just go into your saved videos and you can watch this video at any time that you want. I appreciate you having you with me, and thanks for hanging out. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping!